Hi Gemini, how's everybody doing? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so we are starting off with the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the picture that I'm getting right now is about you having a sense of stability or security in one area of your life, and something may be going on emotionally that you may want to check prior to taking action so you don't spoil something that you already have that's going well for you. Because it could be you like reaching out to somebody or like responding in a way or saying something that's going to impact you, that if you take a second to think about it, you may not actually want to go through with that. It can even be a notion of like connecting with somebody or working with somebody that may somehow influence you or disrupt something that you have going on. Something looks like it's out of balance here. This could also be somebody that's wanting to work with you, but it could be somebody that's going to come through and disrupt something. So it's either like you may impulsively feel like you want to do something and it's going to impact you. I'm seeing something going on the emotional front, or there's somebody coming in that could potentially disrupt something that you have going on. And it looks too like you may be waiting for justice within a situation, but I'm seeing that there is like some sort of stress that's tied to this actually coming to fruition. This can even be you feeling stressed out about something, and then as we grow as individuals, there are certain patterns that we gain consciousness of and understanding and so we don't want to trail back into doing those things anymore. There could be something that's stressing you out, and so you may kind of regress into a familiar pattern that you see as not being particularly helpful to you. This can always be a person. If it's not you with yourself, because if this isn't your own behavior that's stressing you out, it can definitely be somebody else's. And it would be because, like, somebody is deliberately being confusing or misleading. And I'm seeing that be stressful. It's like you're trying to get a straight answer out of somebody, they're not giving that to you. So whether this be, again, like your own behavior or somebody's behavior within your life, there's some type of release that needs to be let go of related to something that's bringing an amount of stress into your life that is not going to be able to, like, last very long. It's something where, like, you're going to get to a tipping point with this if it continues. You could also feel like you've been wronged within a situation and you're waiting for things to balance out. Waiting even for somebody to come forward and tell you the truth. So you guys can patch things up, potentially. So yeah, I don't know if this is reversed for you or if this is like your own doing. So it could be like something that you did that you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done this. It's brought more stress into my life and I need to let go of this particular behavior that just like brings a sense of chaos into my life. Or this is somebody that you had been dealing with that you're like, you know what, I have to let this go because you like keep on bringing like unnecessary like drama or strife into my life to some degree. And you could be waiting for somebody to come through and like communicate to you or confess something to you so you guys can be like together as you once were. So this can be like any type of relationship that you've had with somebody where because of one person's behavior, it somehow like damaged the relationship in a way. So you could be waiting for things to kind of be worked through with this person. Because there's a sense of like wanting something clarified or wanting to clear the air with somebody. So you guys can be close in the way that you had been before and working together in a way where things feel balanced. Because something could have definitely felt out of balance with this person. And that brought on new challenges for you. And you could be trying to figure out like, this is somebody that could have like wronged you in the past, and the effect of their actions or their behavior brought on something that you were like, you know what, I can't continue doing this. Like I'm enabling you to allow you to continue acting in this way and bring this type of energy into our relationship. And so you may have like let go of something and walked away, and it's like now they're coming through to try to like patch things up to some degree with you. And you may be trying to figure out like whether or not this is somebody that you actually want to have within your life. Because I'm seeing the test here be like, can you have an honest, equal dynamic with this person where you feel like there's a sense of balance that was clearly lacking before? And I'm seeing you like be in this spot where you're trying to figure that out for yourself. I'm looking at Libra and Gemini. This could potentially be something that you let go of altogether. Because I'm seeing at one point in time you could have been very close with this person. And if you can't like come to terms with something or have this sense of reciprocity with this person, I think that ultimately it's not something that you're going to keep around. Because it may make it harder for you to prioritize other things within your life. It's something that may feel a lot harder than it should be. And that may be like a bit of a warning sign to you. Like, why is this taking up so much space and energy within your life? It should be something more easygoing. This even is giving me some like last chance vibes with this person. Like, if it doesn't work this time, you may be completely done with this. I'm seeing it's like, because this person was not being honest with you, like they were being deceptive in some sort of way, and that bringing on like unnecessary stress into your relationship with this person. So you may feel like there was a lack of integrity within a situation that unfolded. I'm seeing too something that you feel conflicted about, like, do I really walk away from this? What should I do here? If I stick around, is this just going to get worse? Listen to your gut and what you're feeling. So if you're going back and forth between what you should do here, ask yourself, if I think about sticking around in this situation, do I feel an even deeper sense of internal conflict? Or do I feel an alleviation? If I think about really being done with this and walking away from it, do I feel a sense of relief? That's what's going to help you choose here. So it's like, rather than pushing down what you're feeling, allow it to all come up and read between the lines and ask yourself, what does that mean for you? What does that mean for this situation? Are you meant to be in this, working this out, or is this something that you're really ready to move away from? So whatever internal conflict you're feeling, that's going to give you the answer that you need to make a decision here. Yeah, follow your intuition, listen to your gut. And speak from that place where you're being honest about what's going on emotionally for you. And honor that. This can be something too where you may be like, well, maybe I'm being too sensitive for the situation. Remove that all the way and be like, what am I really feeling here? If I'm honoring what's going on for me emotionally, let me then make a decision. Let me make a rational decision while also keeping the balance of what's going on in my heart within this situation. So yeah, don't write off what you're feeling. That's going to play a key part. Because I'm even seeing something that you may have lost sleep over, but it's something that, like, now that you're coming to terms, because this can even be, like, very uncomfortable feelings that you may be like, okay, I want to turn this off, or, like, turn it down so I don't have to feel it so intensely. It's coming through intensely because it's meant to inspire you to take action here. So it's, like, coming on that strongly for you to take action based off of what's going on. So yeah, don't write it off. I keep hearing that. Because it's your intuition speaking to you through your emotional experience. And it's giving you insight that if you turn off what you're feeling, or you avoid the inner conflict that you're feeling, it's not going to help you resolve this situation. So that's why it's important to listen to this. And it's going to help you marry, like, your head and your heart within this situation and know what you need to do moving forward. You just have to reflect and figure out how you want to take action through your communication. So, like, really thinking things through and figuring out how you want to move forward, what you want to say. if there's something you need to call out here with somebody or address. So what you're feeling is going to inform you about how to take action and how to do so strategically speaking. What's going to help you here is listening to what your intuition is telling you and being confident in the messages that you're receiving intuitively. You may have a sentimental, emotional, energetic connection with this person. However, you don't want to make this decision from either an overly emotional space or lacking paying attention to what's going on for you emotionally. So you want to be balanced in the way that you handle this from an emotional perspective. So it's like, lay it out on the table, feel what you're feeling, and figure out how you want to set boundaries and what you want to communicate moving forward, and really think about that. And this is about like synthesizing the throat chakra here with the masculine and the feminine energy, both being receptive and also taking action through your thoughts and then how you implement them and what you want to do. And I'm seeing this be like a major lesson in you reflecting on how you want to take action, especially through integrating your emotional experience into this situation. And also like finding your voice and being confident through the way that you're doing that. I'm looking at the Sun, Aries, the Moon, Virgo, and Saturn. Gonna get a couple more cards and see if anything else comes through. It looks like you're completing a cycle or completing a lesson. So this is something that may have needed to be addressed, and now you're getting to the point where things have culminated in a way where you can finally take action. Yeah, so make your best judgment call and take action from there. And don't put it off for too long, because I'm seeing there could be something that you're hesitating with, but if you hesitate too long, it looks like a decision may be made for you. So that's why you want to kind of jump ahead of this and get to like make your own choice within this situation, because it looks like if you don't, there's a Tower coming, and that kind of means like a decision will be made for you. So right now you could have like the power in a situation, and if you put this on off for too long, that power is kind of going to be taken away. So this looks, for some reason, I'm seeing it be time sensitive here. Yeah, it looks to me like something is going to come to an end. I'm also hearing the word exposed. It looks like something even volatile or unpredictable is coming to an end. It's kind of like things finally, something that had been like swaying back and forth, and you're like, I know this thing is gonna like break down eventually. It looks like it gets to that point where like it actually does like somehow become demolished or like just break down all the way. You may also be, the conclusion that you get to may not be what you expected it to be, but I'm seeing like as long as you're following what your heart is telling you, everything that follows after is going to be what it is, and that may be something that's a bit beyond your control. You just have to do your part here and take action. This can even be a moment where, I'm looking at Cancer and Mars here, this may be a moment where you could, for example, like you could set boundaries with them and finally like do something that you needed to do, and like somebody may not like that, and that may be the end of a relationship for you. However, it was necessary for you to advocate for yourself, and if it's going to end because of that, I think that like speaks for itself, that something was going on that maybe wasn't completely empowering for you to be involved in. Because if somebody's not respectful of the boundaries you're setting, what does that say about the dynamic that you have with this person? All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.